Beyond Pretoria, and as the Magaliesberg Range bids farewell on the horizon, the N4 ushers you into platinum country. And if these plains could talk, they'd tell of centuries of conflict, of the tribal strife of the early 19th century, of Mzilikazi, Delaray, and more recently of Marikana.
This place, if you think about it, you had the incredible events of the Divakani in the sort of the 1820s, a period of huge upheaval in the interior in South Africa. Then you had the figure of Mzilikazi arriving. Mzilikazi is a towering figure in our history, and he subjugated the people living in this area. And no sooner had he imposed himself on the northwest than the Voortrekkers arrived.
Our first stop is the ancient city of Molokwane. It is one of the largest Stone Age heritage sites in South Africa, a sprawl of some 6 square kilometers, inhabited by the Bakwena, Bamodimosana, Bamatau, from the 17th to the early 19th century.
There are estimates as to the size of the population, which was probably more than 10,000 people, perhaps 15,000 people. They were farmers, they were agriculturalists, they planted sorghum, and then they were cattle herders, and also they've domesticated small stock like sheep and goat.
Our next stop is the time-warped Dorpy of Groot Mariko, Ham and Charles Bosman country. So profound were Bosman's experiences while teaching here in 1926, they inspired most of the writings that etched his name as a South African literary icon.
Mariko is still a storytelling place. It's one of the few places left where the pace of life allows people still to relate stories, and we have many interesting raconteurs in our area. And of course, yeah, Bosman himself made the place, he put the Mariko on the map.
And after a day cooped up in a car, it's time to unwind. And what better way to do that than with Groot Mariko's potent brew, Mampur, a moonshine brandy made from fermented fruit, including peaches, lemons and figs. And while the N4 beckons, for a while we were not to be troubled with the hangover and pounding headaches of the next day. Thulasizwe Simelane, Groot Mariko.
Know more. eNCA.com